for. Thank you.
And please, for 5 minutes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Thank you, Mr. Cormier, for joining us today. So, for matters such as this, I think it's helpful to look at other countries and what they do and learn from best practices from other countries. So, I looked up what they do in the United States, the United Kingdom, Australia, and France. They all have elections. They all have leaders' debates. But none of them has a government-run debates commission. They're all done by the networks or the private sector, all at no cost to taxpayers. So I'm wondering why does Canada need any of this? Why don't we hand the entire matter over to the private sector and save the taxpayers $3 million?
Well, in the case of the United States, there is a commission on presidential debate that organizes the debates. That is not done. That is not organized by the networks. Yes.
But it's not. But not funded by the government.
No, it's funded. It's actually funded privately, and they're run by the two main parties, Republicans and the Democrats. Other G7 countries, the ones you named, don't have a commission. But there was a discussion after the British election that maybe a commission wouldn't be a bad idea. And it was also considered in Australia. So that's always a project that's there. Mexico has a commission, a full-time commission to run debates. There are other, smaller countries who do that. But, like I said, maybe you should take that question up with the minister. I mean, I was hired to do the job. I do the job. And I can't opine on whether this is a good, this is warranted or not. I think that's up for Parliament to decide.
Yes, and that's fair. If you've been hired to do the job, perhaps it's not your place to decide whether the job should exist in the first place. But I was wondering if you've ever studied and made recommendations to the minister about what would happen if the Debates Commission did not exist in the first place.
Well, we have given a lot of thought to that because in 2015 I was organizing the debates for Radio-Canada when there was no English debate, national English debate. They were small debates, and it was very, very unstable in terms of the environment. That's why the commission was created, to stabilize the environment. And I think we've managed to do that. I mean, debates now are expected. There is no speculation whether they will happen or not. They're kind of a fixture of the campaigns. They're becoming even a more important event in the campaign because, we see the ratings go up. So we also provide the debate experience to communities that may not be touched by network-run debates because they wouldn't have access to all these languages, including indigenous communities. I think that's very important if you want to grow democracy and access to actually political participation. So these are maybe intangibles in your mind, but I think there are important aspects, and I think that's what drives also the commission. Plus, we do study the best practices. I think we've improved on what is the best format for debates, which is not a panel of journalists, which was the tradition here. It ends up being leaders grilled by journalists, as to what we prefer is one moderator that actually encourages debates among the leaders, which is the nature of a political debate in the first place. So I think that is very important. And they provide, in this world of misinformation, of manipulation, of AI, it's one of the few, if not the only occasion that people have to see their leaders live in an unedited fashion, where they can actually believe what they see on the screen, and they see them interact and compare positions from each other. So I think those are the general benefits of having a commission.
Now that this structure is in place, and these best practices are in place, could this all be transitioned to a group of networks and done at no cost to the taxpayers?
I don't think it should be done in this format. I mean, as you well know, media organizations have very severe financial problems given the new environment of advertising. So, and even in Quebec last time, TVA, that organizes a separate French debate, did not manage to put one on, mainly, according to them, for financial reasons. So I don't think that, I'm not sure that the financial or environment is conducive to such a transfer that you're talking about. I think, but like I say, maybe it's a question for Parliament to decide.
Okay.